I just traveled the country.
Welcome back, Nick.
It's a crazy world out there.
Yeah, what'd you experience?
Mostly cornfields.
Okay.
Like,
They used to call me Corn back in high school, so it's right up my alley.
I have a corn Instagram page, so I'm all for it.
I actually didn't know. I thought I knew all of your Instagram pages, but apparently you've kept some hidden from me.
I just get drunk and make them.
That's a great idea, actually.
But it's just like sweet corn content, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Great ideas come from the bottom of a bottle. That's what they say. And in a cornfield. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Challenge Express. Choo. Nicole is back. I had Daniel sub in for Nicole last episode because Nicole just wasn't cutting it.
Oh, chill.
AKA she was on a road trip.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Child-centric.
Thanks, Daniel. We're on episode 6 of Spies, Lies, and Allies now. We're going to analyze that episode. But yeah, you missed episode 5 as well. Do you want to briefly just tell us how you feel about that episode 5 coming into this episode?
No.
You know, Gabo, it was Gabo and Logan in the elimination.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, going in, I was like, Logan's got this, easy peasy. And then it got really close.
Yeah. I think they did a great job at editing the elimination because I was back and forth pretty much the whole episode as well.
But I don't think they had to do a good job editing. I think it was really close.
Okay. Yeah. I watched
at once and it was like only a couple pieces, like 2-piece difference or they both had it solved too at the same time.
Yeah, we saw multiple checks.
Solved. Yeah,
by both of them. Logan tired himself out by just using his hands in the beginning, and
I mean, he looked good though. I was like,
I knew he was gonna have to go up there a lot, so I was like, he's gonna tire out now.
Yeah.
And that was scary.
By the end of it, like Gabo did not tire out.
Yeah.
He just
couldn't get it together.
Yeah.
In the aftermath, Logan was like, I should have lost, but Gabo did so bad that it was just a matter of who did worse at that point.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was a cool episode. I mean, we had some more Huey drama.
What's new?
I mean, yeah, it's like same old.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see anything else like really happened in that episode that stood out to me, but
I mean, the daily challenge was my favorite of the season so far. It was the
minefield.
Yeah. Favorite of the season so far, but it's not saying much, I suppose.
Anissa.
Oh yeah, bye Anissa.
Yo, mom's gonna be pissed.
Yeah. On our mother's fantasy team, so minus 30 right there.
Oh, that sucks. She should probably take like some time.
Yeah, but she probably won't.
I don't know. I don't know.
I talked about it in the last recap. I don't mind her on the seasons.
No, I love Anissa.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I like Anissa. She brings a lot of entertainment in the daily challenges, the house politics.
Yeah. No, I love Anissa. I just like she's gonna hurt herself more. So yeah.
Yeah, that was a rough fall. But let's get into episode 6. I thought we'd briefly cover episode 5 because you weren't there and because all of a sudden it was only an hour long.
Episode 5 or 6?
6.
Yeah,
there was no elimination.
Because I watched them both back to back, so I kind of
that probably made it better because about halfway through the episode I looked and it said only an hour and I was pretty upset. I don't know why they do that. I mean, I suppose I could figure it out, but it's just messed up.
I think they just did it because they had a really good cliffhanger moment and they were like, let's just take advantage of this. I don't like it, but I'm not mad because it's the first time they've done it.
Yeah.
So if
But
they're gonna
also,
do it once or twice in a season, it's like, all right, fine. As long as they don't do what they did that one season where every single freaking episode ended right before the elimination. That was so stupid.
oh my God.
Ugh,
Yeah. Never want to go back to that.
no.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great cliffhanger, but it was also the preview for next on episode 5. I hate when they do that. Like episode 5 ends, preview is, oh, Big Brother gets in a fight, Fessy versus Josh. And then at the end of this episode, we don't even see the fight. I mean, we see Fessy shove Josh's face, which we'll get to. But
And then you see Josh saying like, I have anxiety, and TJ shows up.
oh God.
So
Yeah.
what do you think? I mean, well,
Yeah, I mean, I might as well just talk about that if
Yeah,
it's
what do you
flowing
think?
naturally. I think Fessy gets sent home. I think because they made it a big deal and put it on this cliffhanger. That's a pretty significant, and like, it's pretty obvious that it's a shove to the face. We've seen people get sent home for less.
Really? Like what?
I mean, actually, maybe not less, but I remember Nelson on Dirty 30. He got into it, got really drunk and started some stuff, and then got a warning, and then shoved Derek in the face and got sent home. But I think that was basically based off of the fact that he got warned already.
But also, I feel like just over the years, the tolerance for violence has gone way down, which is good. But I just feel like they don't tolerate as
Yeah.
much as they used to. You watch an earlier season, they were shoving each other all the time.
Yeah. Right.
So
Yeah, I don't want Fessy to go home because of this. A stern warning from TJ always does the job usually. I mean, yeah, get him out of here.
get him out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to see him lose a challenge season based off of with no like outliers like last season. Casey got injured, so that's why he didn't win the final. This season
Yeah.
he punches Josh in the face, that's why he doesn't win the final. I want to see him lose legit.
Yeah, I guess that, yeah, just so he can be humbled. In this whole scenario, wow, there's a giant spider in every single corner of my room.
And they're just occupying. They're like the security between Josh and Fessy.
I
They're
don't
just taking care of all the bugs in the room.
I don't kill spiders or remove them from my home. That is the only insect
Yeah.
that I'm like, you live here now. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, same over here.
Yeah. I get rid of it like other things though, like centipedes. We don't.
Yeah, oh, don't get me started.
Yeah.
Why
do we have this
I got like traumatic experiences with centipedes.
Me too.
Yeah. No
Should we
bueno.
we should probably go to therapy and like figure out why we have the same feelings about the same species of insects.
Are we the same person? We've never have we ever been in the same place together? Now that I think of it.
But in this whole like fight, what irked me or like the most was Tori. Like her lying and like giggling and like happy that people are fighting.
Yeah, Tori's definitely taken on this this not new persona. I don't know what it is about
Like
her.
when Devin does it, it's funny for some reason, but there's some like Tori used to be so, in my eyes at least, like this positive, radiant, just good energy, good vibes. Like that's why I liked her. And now I'm like starting to see this like dark, shady side of her. And like I said, when Devin does it, I don't really give him a hard time because I'm like, oh, it's Devin, it's funny. But for some reason, Tori like lying and giggling, trying to get people to fight is just like not a good look on her. I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the situation either, but I feel kind of the same way where Tori kind of came off as annoying in the situation, even though, some other cast members can do this and get away with it.
Yeah.
With it being funny. But I don't think, maybe because it didn't come from like a positive place from her. It came from like a negative, like she wanted to see, maybe she was pissed off at Amber. I mean, we've seen her talk about Amber in the girls' room and they're all not fond of Amber. So that's why I think it came from like a negative place because of her feelings towards Amber.
Yeah, where I feel like for Devin, it does not come from a malicious negative place. It just comes from like this stupid, goofy place.
Yeah.
I think that's probably it. And especially like I'm not feeling the Mean Girls thing happening with like Esther and Berna talking shit about
Amber.
Amber and like you guys are jealous.
Yeah.
She's a champ. She's a like new rookie champ. She's gorgeous. She's in shape. She's can kick ass. She's likable. She's got a good personality. Like you guys are all just jealous. Like stop hating on her.
Possibly. Yeah. That's probably it. But also they were calling Amber fake. And I think I called her fake last season too. Just like everything she just says, kind of, you know, there's like another meaning behind it almost, it sounds like.
I don't think she's fake. I think in her rookie season, she was doing what all rookies do. Not assimilating, but sort of like trying to figure out what they're doing. I wouldn't call her fake. I just think she was a rookie and now she's not a rookie. And I name one fake thing that she's done. Like, I don't understand why they're just like grabbing onto this she's fake and rolling with it. It's like, oh my God, I can't even look at her. It's so disgusting how fake she is. It's like, you two are sitting in a club talking shit about
corner.
Her. Yeah, like who's
look in the mirror.
Yeah, like, who looks ridiculous here? You.
Yeah, anyway. I love the my favorite parts about fights in the challenge sometime are the bystanders in the background, just like Corey was egging on the whole situation. Nelson was eating pizza in the background. If you notice,
who's Corey?
Yeah, right. Shoot.
That's like the first time we've seen him do anything.
Face of the show, where you at? This is where he's got to create that drama because he's, you know, a father, definitely a father now, father of two. So this is, you know, his excitement for the challenge. He can't hook up. He can't really get in fights. He has to be a good role model. So let's really egg on some fights.
Yeah, he can't really like kind of get shit-faced and make a fool of himself. So yeah, this is like all he's got.
Yeah, it's like almost like Kyle. That's kind of like what Kyle's going to be turning into. This is kind of what Kyle will.
It's so funny. I was like scrolling through Instagram and I saw a picture of Kyle's baby, like holding his newborn baby. Congrats. And I went to go like it. And it said mom had already liked it. I was like, what? I was like, what is my life? How did I get here?
Oh my gosh. It's funny. Johnny Bananas has a podcast and he had Kyle on. And, you know, Johnny Bananas opens up with a really clever joke. Like, I saw you guys do the gender reveal, but when is the who's the father reveal? And Kyle was like, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh my God. That's great.
Yeah, so it's still the same old Kyle.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, let's go to CT and Emmy's relationship next. I don't know where to go from that. We just talked about the end of the episode, but it's not like the end of the episode was an elimination.
We do whatever we want.
We do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I am very fond of CT and Emmy's relationship. Emmy kind of calls him her uncle. We've seen the pep talk that CT gave Emmy after the last daily challenge, where he was like, you know, keep your chin up. What are you going to do? Keep fighting? It was like really genuine. It gave me like chills. It almost makes me feel like they're going to be partners later in the season.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I think he can rein her in a little bit.
Yeah.
He can help focus that energy. And she could help push him with her energy. Like, I think that's a really good
I think they've already been helping each other out.
Yeah. CT, like she's the big T for CT this season.
Yeah, this season. So my friend was scrolling through Instagram and found that Emmy and Emmanuel are dating right now.
Really?
Apparently, I didn't look into it, but he said that they were in a relationship.
Well, I know they're both from
Romania.
And they knew each other previous to this season.
They're both in the music industry.
Yeah, he's a dancer. She's a rapper singer.
Yeah.
And in this episode, I believe it was this. Is this this is the episode where she sings her song.
Yeah.
Alien, which
I'm an alien. I'm an alien. Alone right now.
Like,
She's got a good voice. If only she sounded like that when she talked normally.
I love her. I like her little
Yeah.
voice. Love that song because big fan of Aliens.
Yeah. Aliens are real. Yeah.
But Emmanuel in this episode says, Emmy's my sister. I love her. Or whatever.
Yeah.
They're definitely close already. So I wouldn't be shocked if like after this they go back and date.
Or even throughout the show, we see the transition of friends to more than friends.
Maybe, I don't know. You saw that scene where Tori was like hugging Emmanuel, like, oh, you're sad that Michelle's gone. And then she's like, maybe he's mine next. It's like, Tori.
Yo, Tori is on a rampage.
I'm like, I can't keep up with her.
And yeah, Tori's crushing on a lot of people this season. I think Ed, Emmanuel, Kells. Wow. Tori coming in hot off
whatever.
After calling the engagement off.
She's a single woman. Let her roam free.
Yeah, no, I mean, good for her. It's just funny.
But it's just different.
Yeah, it's different. We see the little date night between Casey and Nani. It was cute, but I think they spent a little too much time on it.
My biggest I'm actually very angry about this.
Yeah.
They did this whole beautiful, cute thing. It was adorable. I'm like, oh my God, my little heart is like, boop, 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 boop. And it was so cute. And then they sit down and they talk about the challenge for like 2 minutes and then they just end the scene. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, we hear about the challenge all the time. They're doing this whole cute date. I know it's editing. I'm sure they talk about other things and editing was like, oh, we're just going to put in this clip about the challenge. But like, I would have preferred them having like a deep conversation, like about their interests and dreams.
About life after the challenge.
Yeah, like themselves. Like,
yeah.
It took away from all of the cute romance and like meaningful, like genuine gesture.
Yeah.
And then they did that.
Like, it almost perceived them as like a toxic couple talking about like, the drama in the house.
But like I said, I'm sure that was just one little snippet of their long conversation. I just don't know why they chose to do that.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah. But it seems like it's official between these two. I mean, they kissed again. It seems like they are in a relationship, at least in this challenge house. And if you follow them on Instagram, I'm pretty sure they post pictures together all the time. So I think they're still together. Yeah.
Good for them. They seem really good for each other.
Yeah. Who knew this is what Nani needed? A woman. Yeah. After all the men that, she had toxic relationships throughout the challenge, Casey was the one.
He's the one. Let's see.
So good for them. A challenge love story, Here
for it.
And then to the opposite side of the spectrum, Esther and Josh.
Wait, that was so random. I mean, maybe not, but the way that this was edited, it was random. Okay. I love Esther. I'm so happy I chose her on my fantasy. Like, she's fucking badass.
Yeah, she's a strong woman.
Hell yeah. I think she might go far too.
She's really solid in like the political game. I mean, she's hooking up with Josh. She's partners with Fessy. People like her in the house. She was not a target at all when it came to rookie girls this episode. So
yeah, she's sitting kind of pretty, and I really like her. I did not like when she was being a mean girl talking to Berna, but whatever. We're not perfect.
Or Amber, you're talking about like when she threw the drink in her face.
Well, no, when she was talking to Berna in the club about Amber, it was just like kind of not cute.
Oh, okay.
Berna and Esther were in the club.
Oh, right. Yes, there you go. Okay, I'm there with you.
Sitting in the corner being mean girls.
Yeah.
Didn't like that.
Yeah. When the drinks are flowing, the gossip flows too, I guess. Yeah.
And then I'm sure the house does something to you. It like puts you back into like your 20s and
yeah.
Josh hook up. I mean, whatever. Josh is likable. He's Josh.
Yeah, he's a goofball.
But it's a smart political move. I don't know if she meant to do it, but
yeah.
Yeah. Then the throwing of did she throw the drink?
Yeah, she threw the drink in Amber's face. We forgot to cover that, so we could
Ah,
cover that real quick. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's in bad taste. Right when it happened, I'm like, we don't have that as an option in our fantasy league.
we used to throwing.
Right, yeah.
Um,
Nothing really happened from it. Amber kind of just brushed it off, it seemed like.
Amber handled it well. I don't think she was scared. I think she was just like, I
Really?
I think she was just like, I cannot stoop down to that level. And she
Yeah.
kind of just walked away, which takes a lot. I would have probably freaked out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was messed up on Esther's behalf because she kind of just snapped. And then she also revealed that Josh knew Amber was going in.
It
Um,
wasn't Esther's battle.
yeah, she was just like, she really doesn't like Amber, I think.
It wasn't Esther's battle and it wasn't Josh's battle. Like it was an argument between Fessy and Amber. Let them argue.
Yeah, I love when the whole challenge house is like, get Josh, and Devin's like, no, don't get Josh.
You know, it would have been so funny if in the middle of this fight, Devin was like, Big Brother sucks.
I'm sure he did. They just edited it out.
Oh man.
But yeah, we get to the daily challenge. Meh. It's called Turning Agents. 2 teams at a time.
Oh,
Yeah, 2 teams at a time race back and forth trying to memorize symbols on these tankers, which are on each side. 4 different symbols. They have to memorize the amount that these symbols show up, and then that correlates to their code.
the donut one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good one.
Okay. Because I had watched these 2 episodes back to back and I had just gotten home from this road trip and it was really late. I'm not gonna lie. For like the first time in a couple of years, I was like, I kind of want to just fast forward.
Wow, yeah.
It was,
I mean, yeah.
There's no point. There was
No
no
rewatch value, that's for sure. So, I mean, I rewatched and skipped through the whole daily challenge. I'm like, I don't have to take any notes on this.
There's 0 point in watching that daily challenge. Like,
Yeah. It almost reminds me of the one where they were throwing the sandbags from the helicopter. It's like an even worse one.
worse. Yeah.
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 And also the daily challenge edit recently in these type of daily challenges where there's heats. So they usually show 2 to 3 teams or 2 to 3 heats, like in detail. They focus on those heats, right?
Yeah,
And then they do a montage of a song, and then the rest of the teams go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 100% of the time, one of the teams that they focus on is going to be the victor. None of the teams that they show in that montage will have a chance of winning the daily challenge.
Yep.
So far, that's how it's panned out in these type of daily challenges where there's heats and then the montage, which is unfortunate because you watch 3 heats go and you're like, okay, it's going to be one of those teams. Like I guessed that it was going to be Emmanuel and Casey pretty early on.
I didn't guess because I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care what's happening. Like, just tell me who wins.
I know the daily challenge used to be like my favorite part about.
There's been some good ones. Like,
Yeah.
well, episode 5 was good.
Yeah, the minefield where they were crawling through the mud. That was great. That's what a daily challenge should be.
Not gonna lie, still was confused to know who was in first place. They need to like be a little bit better about that. Like, you don't have to make it so choppy to confuse me. Like, I'm entertained. You have my attention.
Yeah.
Let me know who's winning.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Casey and Emmanuel, they've won a couple times, right?
No, this is their first win, but they've been like really close to winning every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have them down a couple times of at least being in second. So
Yeah.
they've definitely been consistently at the top.
You know who's been competing well? Josh.
Josh hasn't been doing bad.
No.
You know who I haven't seen do shit? Tori.
Yeah, I mean, she did win that one daily challenge with Ed on the swimming one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you got to give her some credit there.
All right, fine.
But yeah, that was the daily challenge. I mean, that might be the least we've ever talked about a daily challenge ever.
Nothing to talk about.
Yeah, this whole episode, I have like 4 pages of small notes. So, I mean, this whole episode, there's not much to talk about.
Is all I got.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And normally, like,
Yeah,
I have double side. Usually I have like 5 pages. I have 1.
yeah, they're crazy. An obvious statement, Huey and Emmy are bound to be the house vote. We don't even see nominations this episode. We don't even get that far.
We don't even get to deliberations. It's
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's literally daily challenge club.
Yeah, I mean, Huey and Emmy have a quick conversation. And then also Casey and Emmanuel, we see them briefly talk, and they're kind of talking about their options. And it seems like because of Emmy and Emmanuel's relationship, Emmanuel's going to try to do her good by sending in weak players. I think Casey and Emmanuel, that'll be the agenda, to send in weak players to try to get Huey and Emmy back in the game, maybe.
So Huey and Emmy will be the house vote.
Yeah. And also on the next on preview, it's a hall brawl. So maybe they're not competing together. Maybe it's a separate elimination. Or maybe it's a hall brawl because Fessy gets sent home. So then it's just females competing in the hall brawl.
That's probably it, because we haven't seen them do an elimination that's like, all right, the men go, now the women go. And the fact that hall brawl, you're right, it's probably just one gender.
Yeah.
And, Fessy probably does go home, and that's a female. I'm gonna say Emmy versus like Bettina or Priscilla.
Yeah, Priscilla. I got my eyes on Priscilla right now. We saw her get a little bit of airtime this episode. Bettina, none at all. So thinking that they're setting up Priscilla, I think they tried to make Priscilla a really like a main, like not a main character in this show, but definitely it's her own character. She's been a great narrator.
Yeah.
And but that's about it.
I mean, she's gorgeous.
Oh, like, yeah. She looks like a princess. I mean, she has the name of a princess.
And also Amber B too, though. Those are like the 2 most beautiful people in the house, I think. But Priscilla should get more airtime. She has a good personality and a nice face. And I feel like we don't really see her that much. Besides, like, I know she does like a little kind of like narrates here and there, but I mean, besides the confessionals, you don't see her too much.
Yeah, you really don't. But yeah, I mean, it might be to her own doing. She's calling herself the silent assassin, so she's staying under the radar, so she's not gonna get in any drama, which has gotten her this far maybe in the game, because you think about it, there's a lot of rookies and Priscilla's name hasn't really been said, and she's perceived as one of the weakest ones in my opinion.
Yeah. Emmy versus Priscilla? I'm kind of going Emmy.
Yeah, I got Emmy. Emmy's a freaking, you saw her in that dress? Like, she got muscles. Yeah, she was looking big.
Wait, you mean when the Satan sisters dressed her?
Oh yeah, the Satan sisters dressed her up.
Yeah. I want her to stick around. I mean, I want them both to, but can't win them all. I think Bettina, they'll just probably let her hang out, because I don't think people view her as a threat. However, she's performed pretty solid every challenge.
Yeah. I mean, and she's a like Olympic dancer or something like that in Sweden. So, I mean, you got to have some core strength.
Yeah. I feel like she's a solid competitor. We haven't seen her totally fall flat. So
yeah, she's really small. She might be one of the smallest girls in the house. So that's something that's going against her. But
yeah,
we'll see. On the male side for the rookies, it's not looking good for Jeremiah. He's the only male rookie that hasn't seen elimination.
He's huge.
He's huge, and sorry if Huey has to go into a hall brawl against Jeremiah. I apologize, Huey.
Oh, that would be bad.
that would be
bad.
I don't even know.
I think Huey has like anger problems.
Huey is a mess. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really see him pop off too much this episode, but he was like, what was the point of winning? We weren't gonna, I don't want to win anyway because we need to switch partners. It's like, I mean, if you have the chance to win.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but we talked about the club, the Satan sisters dressing up Emmy's hit single Alien. We couldn't escape the Josh and Esther, the horror of Josh and Esther as they hooked up again at the club.
Jester,
that's a good one.
did you guys do Spies, Lies, and Allies on your episode?
No, we didn't. I don't think he knew about it, so I just
cool.
didn't bring it up. You seem angry about that.
I'm not angry, T. I'm not angry.
Oh, we'll get there soon, Nicole. Just hold your horses.
I wish you lived closer so I could punch you.
Whoa. So you can punch me?
T, calm down. Why are you so angry?
God, yeah, we're almost done, Nicole. Calm down. You're so on edge right now. I know you hate talking about the challenge, and I force you to do this all the time. But it doesn't mean you have to punch me in the face. All right, so Spies, Lies, and Allies. Real quick before Spies, Lies, and Allies, the whole thing, yeah, Tori lied. So I guess this kind of transitions into Spies, Lies. I'm okay, Nick. I'm okay.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
I feel like you're freaking out.
Like, you did something to me right there. You touched a nerve and you got me real upset. I have no idea where all this emotion is coming from. All right, so
channel it.
All right, Spies, Lies, and Allies. We're playing a fun game. All right, so who's the biggest spy of the episode? Spy of the episode.
Who was the one who ran and told Josh what was happening?
Tori.
I feel like Tori's been the spy and the lie for the last like 4 episodes.
Yeah, she definitely got the lie. Spoiler alert, jumping ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
So spy, I guess I want to give it to Corey because he was egging on the fight. We'll give it to Corey for the spy.
Right.
The ally, we're gonna give maybe to Esther. She's really solidified herself in this game with the numbers.
Yeah.
Whether it was through politicking or not, I think her personality and the fact that she's politicking helps.
And I think she's small too, so people probably don't feel so threatened by her, but
at the same time, she's won a couple dailies, so she's got that under her belt, so she is threatening in a way.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And then, the biggest lie got to go to Tori telling Amber that Fessy ate her pizza.
It's always, after the club, it's always something stupid.
Yeah, I know. I'm always like, all right, we're coming home from the club.
What's gonna happen?
But that wraps it up. I mean, it was a cliffhanger episode. We went over the cliffhanger at the beginning of this episode because that's how we do things. Next on, Casey. It seems like Casey and Josh have mended their relationship a little bit. Casey in the next on is trying to calm down Josh and Fessy, her brothers, she calls them. And like I said, like we talked about before, it's a hall brawl. So poor Huey if he gets in there. But if our speculation is right, then it might just be a female elimination.
Yeah. I like predicting and then being right.
Yeah, which rarely happens in the challenge.
It never happens. We always come up with these elaborate predictions and it's like, no.
I know. But that's why we love the show, because we can come up with these elaborate predictions and have like a backbone to them so they make sense. But never happens. Thanks for joining, everybody. It has been loads of fun. Please comment on the video. Let us know how you felt about the episode and our analysis in general. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Life's been crazy. I'm trying to get another video out, but just bear with me, probably another week or so.
I feel like whenever I leave a room from now on, I'm gonna say it's been loads of fun.
Whenever somebody says that, it's been the opposite. It's not been fun.
All right, guys, it has been loads of fun.
Loads.
Gotta go.
Loads of fun. But yep, until next time, people. Peace out.